everybody, welcome back to My Girlfriend's a Demon Summoned from the Depths of Hell. Today we're going to be continuing where we left off from part 1. And we're going to be going to school. So if you're all excited, let's get right to it. It's still dark, yet I'm still awake. Usually I'm a heavy sleeper. Even the excitement of the coming day wouldn't keep me from getting even 8 hours of sleep. But I had a feeling. No, it was more than that. Why does it smell so nice in here? Like, really nice. It's a smell that could relax you so thoroughly, so completely. So much so that you may never wish to get up again. But a feeling of paranoia overrode it. As my senses clicked into place, I could feel something more. It was close. It was very, very close.
Huh?
Dread washing over me. I turned my head to the left. My eyes had already adjusted to the dark. I could make out the outline.
BP!
And she chose to nap right next to us. How lovely. How sweet.
Good morning.
But what are you doing here? How did you get in here?
I used the door.
Of course, the door. Like any normal person would use.
It's comfy and warm.
She was curled up like a cat, and her body was pressing against mine. She was so warm.
But this bed can't fit 2 people. What are you thinking?
Well, apparently it did. So, might as well get used to it.
Made it work. Could you keep it down? People are trying to sleep.
Get out! Get out!
Nah. Way better than the sofa.
Tried to shove her off the bed, but she's way too heavy. She's scooching even closer.
Go to bed, Makoto. It'll be fine.
What?
Her tail playfully settled across my chest. She's toying with me. Her hands rhythmically tensed and loosed against the bed sheets. It seemed like an old habit, but it looked relaxing. The smell of lavender and jasmine wafted up once more. It was difficult to stay mad at this ungodly hour. Though the bed was made for one, both of us almost fit. My eyes fluttering, I felt my resolve wither away.
Just one night. No.
Won't happen again.
It will indeed happen again. Why did it sound like she was taunting me just then? I've got a bad feeling about this. The situation being largely out of my control, I decided to live and let it live. Yep, gotta live and learn. Drifting back to sleep as best I could. For a while, I could feel the rhythmic rise and fall of her chest as she slept. For whatever reason, this sensation was calming. Yumi absolutely cannot find out about this under no circumstance. I can see the sunlight flooding into my room as my eyes creaked open. It's hard to believe a new day had arisen, but by some miracle of the cosmos, I'm awake. Everything that happened yesterday still feels like some crazy dream or a ghastly nightmare, whichever sounds more appropriate. But right now, in this moment, I recognize that I'm here, and that's all that really matters. Which unfortunately means I have more pressing earthly matters to attend to as well.
Well, I guess I should get ready.
I rise up, and give the day my dark blessings. But then, my arm remains stuck in place. As if some demonic force is keeping me locked to my bed. Yes, demonic force. Or a demonic girl. In that instant, I looked to my side and remembered the fiend that had snuck into my bed last night. One who refused to leave, no matter what I tried. My face grows pale, and I am left with a dreadful realization. This is no dream. This is all real. Satan actually heeded my call and left me in the care of this. Well, I'm not sure if baby even counts as a terrifying demon. She hasn't even done anything yet. But still, a demon should know their place in the presence of a demon lord. Using all the strength I can muster, I managed to wrestle my arm away, but the force of my pushing ends up sending her off the bed. Whomp! I'm too busy catching my breath to even ask if she's alright, but it doesn't take long before she manages to sit up.
Morning already?
It's time to wake up. No. I'll fix you some breakfast, pancakes and sausage, it's time for school. Gotta get up, get ready, gotta take on the day, and yeah. As lethargic in the morning as she is any other time of day, if I actually sold my soul for this, I'd be demanding it back right about now. She eventually looks at me and gives me a lazy if earnest smile.
Morning. Did you sleep well last night?
What?
I stared at Bibi in bewilderment. Why was she being so nice all of a sudden? More importantly, how come she was still referring to me by a name that's dead to time?
I told you not to call me Makoto! You are to address me as...
Yeah. Savvy Wolf. I heard you the first time.
She dares treat my title as some kind of joke. Such insolence would have to be dealt with in due time. Not in the mood to deal with her, I give my alarm clock a cursory glance to read the time. Wait, 7:15?
Oh crap, I overslept!
I immediately tried to jump out of bed and cover her over to my closet when another overwhelming force keeps me glued to my bed. I turn back around to see.
Hey, don't go. Stay here. The bed feels so nice. You don't have anything important to do anyways, right?
Huh?
I can feel my cheeks flushing. She's awfully sensitive about me staying in bed with her. Once again, she's skipping all the steps, all the stairs. We are not supposed to be at the top. I thought she was just a lazy freeloader, but who knew she was also a temptress? My thoughts came to a halt, leaving me unsure of what to do. Then I glance at my alarm clock. It's 7:16 now.
I do have important matters to take care of. I have no time to entertain you.
I yank myself away from BB and race over to the closet, pulling together my school uniform as fast as I can.
Oh, well, it was worth a shot, I suppose.
Her half-hearted comment is lost on me as I continue to scramble into some decent clothes.
God, I thought I set my alarm for 7 last night. Why didn't it go off?
Oh, that? I turned it off.
Salmon! She is a demon.
You what?
I mean, she is a demon of sloth after all, so it does make sense.
I don't like being woken up by loud noises. I don't even like the thought of being woken up by them. Honestly, it keeps you from enjoying a good night's sleep, you know?
Is sleeping the only thing she's good for? She's more useless than I thought. I wouldn't say that now. Because, I barely keep an alarm on for her. falling for myself anyways, because, you know, I really take sleep very seriously, as everyone should. Sleep is very important.
But what's so important out there anyways? You could just stay here and forget about all that.
Okay, I'm down for it. Yeah, I'll hop on. Matter of fact, I'll hop on Final Fantasy VII right now. Matter of fact, no, I'll hop on Street Fighter 6 and we can, I'll pass the controller to you. We can play some rounds.
That's none of your concern. Just...
Your charms won't work on me this time, old Master Sloth. I finished straightening out my uniform and point a finger at BB.
A demonic servant should not worry themselves over their master's whereabouts. You shall stay here while I depart to take care of my dark dealings.
Are you doing that darn demon work then again?
Silence! I shall take my leave of you. Do not sully the estate while I'm away.
In a haste, I hurry out of my room and head towards the living room. I still can't believe I've been saddled with such a useless layabout. What was Satan even thinking of? She was probably too busy thinking of a good way to infuriate me to get decent help. Well, that's fine. A being such as I, who has seen the beginning and end of all things, hardly needs help anyways. I already know how today is going to go. Now, all I have to do is see it through. I prepare a dastardly breakfast of cereal and toast, and make my way to the table only to find her again. I suppose if I remember everything from last night, then she must remember it too.
You're late.
Oh, a dark presence caused me to sleep in a little, that's all.
Sure.
Being not wrong. I sit down and silently begin to eat, with a little more speed than usual. Yumi hasn't stopped staring at me this whole time. The tension is more hazardous than Ragnarok itself.
So, what's your plan now?
Huh? Well, that's obvious. I'll take my leave to my earthly prison as per usual and study the mortals in earnest so that
I mean about that weird demon girl you summoned last night.
So she remembers after all, and she still isn't in fear over a slug-like being to boot.
Aha! Well, you needn't concern yourself with her. She is far more negligent than I had pegged her for. I doubt she has the powers to destroy everything around her, even if she wanted to.
That still doesn't make me want to keep her here, you know. Do you know how much sleep I lost last night worrying about what she might do? What if she brings in more weird demons? Our house is going to become a literal hellhole.
I mean, that's not bad. I don't mind. More demon girls equals more fun for me.
To take it easy. I'll try to do something about this after school today, I swear.
You better.
The rest of breakfast is dead silent after that. I can't even muster up a diabolical retort. She's right about BP though. Someone like her doesn't deserve to stand by my side as I conquered the world. I'll have to summon Satan again after school and convince her to take her back. That's all I can do to resolve this. I finish up breakfast faster than a hellhound before departing for school. Usually, the day will be like any other. I will leave my dark abode to challenge the world once again, looking down at the scurrying pebblings. But today is an exceptional day, one brought about by the stars of alignment, so that I can assert my dominance at long last. Or it would be, if I was more confident in what I had unleashed upon the world. A demon who sleeps all the time isn't going to strike fear into the hearts of men anytime soon. So it's important, now more than ever, that I begin my training. Perhaps I should forget all pretexts and convince the world that I have unlocked unimaginable power. Tremble before me, mundanes. I've arrived to bring about a new world order. Nah, that's too bold. Maybe I should wrap myself in mystery and only reveal my hand when the time is right. If you wish to know the extent of your foolishness, then pay close attention. The last spell of the day will be the one that signifies anarchy. No, that's not right either. Summoning a demon should make me feel like nothing's impossible for me now. So what's wrong? Why do I still feel weak? What's preventing me from realizing my full potential and bringing the world to its knees? Why do I feel a heavier burden than usual this morning? It's probably nothing. Akumaho High School, a modern-day prison that traps and contains the darkness I've grown so fond of. Within these bland, uninviting borders are nothing more than an average high schooler, carrying out the most mundane of business. Every single student is indistinguishable from the rest, like a pack of ghouls on their way to the netherrealm. There's no joy to be found here, just a cold and uncaring society that has no tolerance for the old ways. But the day has come where I shave off those shackles at long last. There's no need to doubt myself now. My power has grown ever stronger since I first started coming here, and now it's the time to reveal my magic to the world. And yet, something's amiss. I've only gotten halfway across the school courtyard. I'm already exhausted. This hasn't happened before. Did last night's summoning drain more of my power than I realized? No, it can't be. I feel perfectly fine, if a little heavier than usual.
Could it be my backpack, maybe?
Maybe your backpack.
Probably not.
Huh, wait, what?
What the?
I immediately turned around to confront the fool who dared speak to me at this dreadful hour. But no one is there. In fact, no one has bothered to approach me at all. Meanwhile, the weight in my backpack is still there. Something's definitely wrong. I take it off for a brief moment. I unzip it slightly and gently put my hand aside. And that's when I realized something's in there that wasn't before. Something soft and squishy. Oh, I see. Oh, you naughty. You teasing me, you naughty.
That tickles.
Are you shitting me? I quickly unzipped the entire backpack and peered inside, only to find...
Hey, close the bag. Sun's hurting my eyes.
But BB, what are you doing in there?
What? This? It's no big deal. Bag's big enough that I can squeeze in, no problem. You really didn't bring a whole lot of stuff, so I was able to...
That is not what I mean! You defied my orders. I explicitly told you to stay at home. Yet here you are, aboard my backpack like it's a ferry upon the River Styx.
First of all, you never said stay. You only said stay here. And right here is where I want to be. Second of all, I'm still not taking any orders from you.
Yeah, but...
The mortals are beginning to stare at me. The plan to expose this new power is already in shambles.
Just stay in there for now. If people see you, you're gonna cause a scene.
No, I won't. No one else will be able to see me. I'll use cloaking magic to shroud my presence, which should prevent anyone from interacting with me. Better yet, it lets me sleep in public. I won't be seen unless someone else also comes in contact with a demon. But that's unlikely.
Still, I can't risk having you seen by anyone else, especially not...
At that moment, an all too familiar laugh pierces the air. I immediately bring my head up towards the sword, dreading it all the while. Oh boy. And that's what I see. That person.
Like a ballad composed by the stars dancing across the universe, I have arrived once again. Yet all I see around me is perverse ugliness that threatens to taint my otherworldly beauty.
This type of person.
Away with you all! Your miserable lives are infinitesimal compared to Countess Elizabeth. the everlasting matriarch of the Forgotten Realms.
I didn't think I had to face her so soon this morning. But there she is. That condescending witch has been my rival for what seems like an eternity. Compared to myself, she prefers to spin yarns of her gorgeous appearance and spice up her words with flowery language. Truly, she is a fool of the highest caliber. And yet, there's something different about her. She has never been one to so openly belittle everyone around her, only resorting to that when being approached by another impotent soul. So what has changed? Surely she couldn't have.
Hey, who's that girl? She's almost as loud as you are.
I forgot I still have baby to deal with, too. Why now? No one should have to know about this leash attached to my person, especially not. Oh shit, she spotted me. I fly into a panic.
Shut up!
Oh god! I immediately zip up my backpack and throw it back over my shoulder, hiding BB's presence from the world once again. At last, my rival and I face one another yet again.
I thought I sensed an unruly being prowling about my purview this morning, but it was only you. I must say, I'm surprised to see you still alive, Sebastian Wolfgang before. I'd have thought the ritual would have torn you asunder. But what's this I see? Has the realization of your weakness compared to my infinite power finally dawned on you? It's not too late to surrender yourself to me, you know. Being my faithful lapdog is a far better fate than being reduced to ashes.
Damn it, she caught me out of character. I need to counter fast. I clear my throat, flash a wicked grin at her. She'll rue the day
Having my
she decided
existence
to
erased from the world is far preferable to enduring an eternity of torturous servitude to you, Countess Elizabeth.
Will you get it right already?
Huh?
I've told you time and time again to call me by my full title. Countess Elizabeth, the everlasting matriarch of the Forgotten Realms. It feels so wrong when you shorten it like that. It's like ordering a pizza without any cheese.
What are you getting mad at me for? You're the one who came up with that absurd name in the first place.
I don't care how long it is. You have to say the full title always. No exceptions.
Our squabbles not unnoticed by the worms around us. They must think it ironic that we, bitter enemies that have been locked in battles for eons, are now arguing like an old married couple. Regardless, my rival sighs and continues her monologue.
I suppose one as foolhardy as you would not care for the subtle nuances of my existence. Yet today is a particularly auspicious day, so I'm willing to overlook your slide. Just this once. You do remember our wager from our last meeting, do you not?
I can feel a lump enter my throat. This is the moment.
Of course I do. The first person to prove their mastery of the dark arts is the one that will lay claim to this earthly prison.
Correct. It seems even a cretin like you can remember that much. But I have reached heights that you cannot compare to. For you see, I have performed an ancient and powerful ritual from centuries ago. A demon summoning!
My hair immediately stands on end. Did she know about my plans all along? Or has she always been one step ahead of me?
Demon summoning?
Why the sudden hesitation, dear Sebastian? You should be celebrating your inevitable defeat. For my incantations have proved more successful than I realized. And now I command a demon's absolute power.
She's joking, right? If it's anything like my summoning, she must be stuck with a worthless demon like I am right now. Yeah, this has to be a bluff. I can feel confidence surge through me as I challenge her claim.
Is that so? Then prove it! Show me this demon of yours so that I may smite them!
If you insist. Come hither, my faithful servant. Make your presence known and vanquish this abominable fool!
I brace myself for this demon of hers to arrive, wondering what form it will take. Yet, I don't see it. Within seconds, I begin doubting its existence. My rival must realize this as well. She repeats her chant.
I said, come hither, my faithful servant. Make your presence known and... Yes, I'm coming. So sorry about the wait. It takes forever to look presentable, you know?
Wait, that voice!
The uncomfortable dread wells up within my gut as soon as my rival finished her chant for a second time. She appears.
I am the one who inspires others to ridicule your taste in games and anime.
Oh, hell no!
I'm the one that makes you feel the intense frustration of a failed job interview. And who could forget all those moments where someone uses the bathroom and they just make a complete mess out of it? Isn't that just maddening? Yes, it's all thanks to me, the master of rap, the world's original idol, the one and only. Oh my god! Stop!
In an instant, the demon's introduction was brought to a halt.
My sweet, whatever is the matter? What the hell do you think you're doing? A very good question. But since we're not in hell right now, I don't know if I can provide a good answer. Ugh! Why aren't you doing what we rehearsed? You're messing everything up! My aesthetic should always be likened to the infinite mysteries of the universe, as I clothe myself in an ethereal cape of enchantment. It should never look like that pop trash you just pulled off. I'm only making a good first impression for the students at Akuma. Oh my gosh, I just noticed they named the place after me. That is so sweet of them. You didn't tell me that the youth of today still appreciate me. Will you shut up already?
I can't even believe what I'm seeing right now. Satan, the master of all demons and the one I summoned last night, is taking orders from my rival? Why the hell is she with her, not me? I was the one who summoned her first. I put my foot down and point directly at Satan.
Hey, what the hell's going on? Why are you here?
Huh? Oh, if it isn't Makoto. Long time no see. If I had known that you were going to be here, I would have put on an extra special performance just for you.
I don't mind.
Wait, time out! You know her?
Yeah, I do. She's that stupid Satan that I summoned last night.
You... what? It's S10, dear. Don't forget the pentagram either.
Whatever. Look, why are you with her of all people? I thought you had an image to maintain.
Well, of course I do, sweetie. It's true that I can't be seen with boys.
In a flash, Satan grabs my rival's waist and pulls her close, then presses their face together.
But no one said I couldn't be seen with a girl.
Okay.
Nobody will suspect a thing. And I can have my dear little Miss Sophie all to myself. Just think of all the sweet, simple fun we can have together.
Just say that you're a lesbian.
Get off me!
My rival shoves Satan away and points straight at her.
And I told you to never call me by that name. You must address me as... Yes, Countess Elizabeth, the everlasting matriarch of the Forgotten Realms. I remember. Honestly, you really should be less of a stickler for that title. Which reminds me, how's that demon I gave you working out, Makoto?
Huh?
What demon? What are you talking about? Oh, didn't I tell you? Little Makoto here also happened to be a very lucky summoner, just like you. So I gave him a demon of his very own, free of charge. At least for a good month or so. You have gotta be. Where is she anyway? Oh, BP.
I hear my backpack unzipping and the burden on my back is relieved at last, but a different kind of weight immediately replaces it.
Keep it down. I'm right here.
Ah!
What the? Oh, there you are. I see you're adjusting well. But you really should find a better place to nap. Sleeping while curled up like that is gonna be murder on your posture.
You're not my mom. I'll sleep wherever I want.
Yeah, BP can sleep whatever she wants. While the two demons are preoccupied with their own commotion, my rival's face grows paler and paler.
What? What is this?
I actually want to know what's going on here. Only I know what kind of unholy fury has been unleashed onto the world now. Misaki pulls me aside to give me a piece of her mind. She always gets like this when things don't plan out exactly as she expected them to. Still, I figure I might as well have some fun with this, if she'll let me anyways.
Ah, how the tables have turned, Countess Elizabeth. Whatever happened to that swagger of yours? You must have realized what a mistake it was to challenge my authority as the rightful ruler of this decrepit institution. But no matter. I will enjoy taking my time rearranging the cosmos and erasing every last trace of your...
This is so unfair! I was the one who was supposed to get a free demon! How come you got one too?
Well, that didn't last long.
Don't ask me! How was I supposed to know I'd get a free demon out of all this? And why are you so upset? You've got frickin' Satan on your side!
Yeah, well, all she's good for is driving me up the wall! And guess what? It's working!
Sounds like my problem with BP immediately.
You'd better give me a good reason for this.
My rival impatiently turns towards Satan, her wrath burrowing over into a demonic inferno.
Oh,
Just tell them already.
well, how do I put this? By some miracle of the cosmos, you and Makoto over there happened to perform a demon summoning at roughly the same time. Both of you had worked oh so hard on your rituals, and I couldn't bear to spoil just one of you and leave the other with nothing.
You know, for a demon, S10 is pretty merciful. Pretty nice.
So I decided that both of you will share the honor of being the Hell's Hotline 666,666th customer. Congratulations to the both of you. It's not every day a miracle like this happens, you know? Are you kidding me?
So that was the reason. We just happened to perform the same ritual at the same time? That doesn't even seem possible, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised at this point.
Well, looks like our fates have intertwined after all. Believe me, I'm just as shocked as you are that we must dance to this cruel tune.
This isn't over. I refuse to let it end like this. I just need to decide on a new way to settle this.
My rival closes her eyes and thinks, reaching deep into her infinite expanse of knowledge to come up with a suitable challenge. And then it hits her.
Yes, I know exactly how to settle this.
Normally I should be worried, but for some reason I am excited for what she has in store.
Well, don't keep me waiting, my eternal enemy. Show your hand!
Gladly.
She extends a hand towards me, as if to place a curse upon me, then announces her
We
terms.
shall settle this with a climactic duel. In just 48 hours, we will gather on the rooftop of this institution and engage in mortal combat. Only after one of us falters to a deadly fatality will we be able to decide a suitable ruler for this realm.
What? Oh, we're playing Mortal Kombat? I mean, I'd warn you. You don't want to mess with me when I play Sub-Zero.
Of course, we'll also bring our demonic servants into the fold as well. Ooh, a death battle. Count me in, sweetie. I've been aching to give this body a good workout. Nothing gets the blood pumping more than a brutal, gruesome fight to the death.
I should be concerned.
You're excited too, right, Fifi?
I guess. Why are you so excited, though? Should an idol really like something so violent?
Well, Fifi dearest, if there's one thing people like more than idols, it's bloody free-for-alls.
No, given the state of the world, that's pretty true. But BB does have a point. Also, I think she is Demon of Wrath. Gotta keep that in mind.
Those don't go together at all. You'd just be making a mess.
Yeah, but it'll be a beautiful mess, and that's what counts.
A duel, is it? Very well then. This will be the perfect opportunity for me to assert my dominance once and for all! Brace yourself, Countess Elizabeth, the everlasting matriarch of the Forgotten Realms, for I will make sure your bones serve as a foundation for the throne from which I will dominate the universe!
Oh! Don't be so sure, Sebastian Wolfgang Lefort, for it is you who will be utterly decimated. I will bestow my beauty upon everything I see, and win the everlasting devotion of all creation!
You shake hands on the arrangement, and the date is set in stone. Finally, a chance for me to exterminate my bitter rival from history. The opportunity could not have been sweeter. Now, I have the chance to prove once and for all that I deserve my rightful place as ruler over all things. No one will be able to see it coming. Not the worthless peons surrounding us, and especially not my rival herself. Satisfied with the plans, I turn towards Bibi.
Come, Belphegor of Sloth! We must begin our training immediately!
I told you to call me baby.
Oblivious to her demands, I march forward to the school, ready to start training in earnest. And with the bells tolled, the day begins in earnest. The first step of my training is to survive another arduous day in the circle of hell. It seems I'm typically set aside my plans for world domination and endure hours upon hours of monotonous lectures and assignments. The task itself is not difficult. All that is required of me is to pay attention and take notes, as any diligent Lord of Darkness should. But the hard part lies in the aggravating tedium that comes from listening to every lecture. It's enough to have my soul leave my body, and the subjects they cover aren't even enjoyable in the first place. Yeah. School is pretty boring. Yeah, I mean, really. You know, back when I was in school, I didn't really feel like paying attention because I didn't see really the point of it all. I mean, like, how I'm gonna apply math, like, I mean, once I'm outside, that's really not of a matter to me. And why would I care about what I have to learn in science or history? Like, I'm not going to be applying science to what I'm going to be doing. Sure as hell, I don't really care too much about history. But skipping all that stuff with assignments, homework, and all that, I think the part that makes school fun is the connections you make, the people you meet. Because I realized if I didn't really go to school, I wouldn't have been able to meet my closest friend, and I wouldn't have been able to meet my friends on Discord. The friends that I made since I was in middle school. And to be honest, I don't really regret not having to spend my, well, how would I say this exactly? I don't really regret things I did while in school. because it helped me build up my character. It helped me shape myself into the person I wanted to be. And that's something everyone who's watching this video, or well, whoever is making this far into this video, should also take from this. Because school is tough. Like, it's gonna kick your ass left and right. No matter where you go, no matter if like you in high school, middle school, you elementary, or even if you in college, even you're doing trade school, you know, regardless, school is gonna be tough. But that's why, what I think, you should enjoy the moments. Like, enjoy the moment that you're spending with the people who you're building a connection with. Enjoy the moments like you're spending with your teachers, you know, staff, everyone, because all of that will help you grow, develop yourself, become a better person and a better member of society. Anyhow, that's enough Felix talk, so let's continue. The first class is English, in which we are subjected to an archaic dialect that is still being used by most of the known world. Not even the denizens of hell should sit through a class that teaches a broken and absurd language. Next comes mathematics, where we exhaust every possible avenue to quantify life itself through numbers. Must be some kind of cruel cosmic joke that such a complex course comes right after English. After that comes a moment of relief, brief lunch period, followed by study hall. This here has study material covered in class for future assignments and tests, but the thought of settling things with my rivals still won't leave my head. I'm so lost in concentration that I don't even notice BP resting her head on my desk.
Hey, Makoto?
Ah!
I reflexively jumped out of my seat as soon as BP speaks to me, but all my sudden outburst does is attract an annoyed stare from every mortal in the room. Their eyes pierce me like daggers. Best to not make more of a scene.
Sorry.
I sheepishly return to my seat while the other students return to their studying. The embarrassment on my face is palpable. It burns hotter than the hottest flames in the other world. I'll have to reach my impotent servant. What happens when you interrupt a hard-working demon overlord?
What do you think you're doing, BP? You almost sent me to the afterlife just now.
Chill, dude. I just wanted to ask you something.
Oh, now you want to ask me something? All you've been doing is sleeping through every class, so why the change of heart?
I already know what material covered, so there's no point in staying up anyway.
Relatable.
Is this a bad time? You look pretty stressed out.
No,
I wouldn't have been so stressed out if you haven't scared me half to death and embarrassed me in front of the entire student body. Honestly, I'm surprised you even want to talk, considering you didn't answer any of my questions last time. But if it'll get you to get off my back for a while.
Fine. What is it?
Well, I was just wondering, what's the deal with that Misaki girl?
You mean my most hated rival, Countess Elizabeth the Everlasting?
No, I mean Misaki. Can you please just say a name that's normal for once?
I knew it was a bad idea to adult her. Regardless, it deserves to know just as much as I do, even if she won't be of much use in our upcoming duel.
Well, if you must know, she has been interfering with me ever since the start of the school year. I had an idea that was going to establish my place among the others, but before I knew it, she got in my way.
I must say, not only am I surprised to see anyone submit an application for an occult club of all things, but to have two students submit a similar application, well, it's quite a surprise. So then, what seems to be the problem here?
It's obvious, sir. I had arranged for my devilish machinations to supplant themselves within this facility. That is, until this witch came along and sought to challenge my birthright.
That's a lie! Don't believe his honeyed words. He's a devious trickster at heart. I had long ago plans for my own kingdom to become reality, and this worthless troglodyte stole the opportunity from beneath me!
Who are you calling a troglodyte?
Shall I call you a buffoon instead?
Alright, that's enough. Honestly, the way you kids talk makes me think this place is becoming hell on earth. Listen, we have no way of knowing who submitted which application, so the best advice I can give you two is to talk things out. Find out your strengths and weaknesses, figure out who can cover what responsibilities, and hopefully you two can come to a better understanding of who's more suited to run it.
A simple enough task, but that woman had to make things complicated.
Obviously, it's me who's suited to run this club, not you. Your lack of knowledge and presence in the astral plane is an embarrassment to dark mages everywhere.
Is that so? Will all the knowledge in the world help you when Armageddon knocks at your door? This club requires one who can bend the universe to his will and obliterate his enemies without a second thought. It does not need the leadership of a pathetic stargazer such as yourself.
You insolent fool! Do you wish to suffer eternal damnation beyond the end of time itself?
A fate like that is beyond preferable to surrendering my destiny to the likes of you.
Stubbornness like that will help you realize the error of your ways. Perhaps it would be better to show you how easily I could bend the tapestry of my life to my will.
What exactly are you implying, you audacious fraud?
You may claim you know all there is to know about the dark arts. But until you can prove your mastery to me, you have no right to run this club. You have exactly 72 Earth hours. Don't disappoint me.
Are you serious? Well, fine then. I'll cast a spell so powerful and terrifying, you'll have no choice but to kneel before me.
Don't count on it, for it is you who will recognize your rightful place at my side soon enough.
And that was how it all started. I decided to impress her beyond belief by summoning a demon into our world, but evidently she must have had the same idea.
That's it? That's more petty than I thought. Though, I guess I'm not surprised. People your age tend to do stuff like this for really stupid reasons.
Doesn't quite exactly stop there, BP. Because we got people older than them that do things for even more pettier reasons.
I was so close to defeating her and establishing my own inner hall, but she's one step ahead of me. Damn her. She's not going down without a fight, that's for sure.
BP's eyes roam the classroom in disinterest until she finally looks back to me.
Hey, wanna know what I think?
Huh?
I think you like each other.
What?
What?
I can just barely keep myself from screaming it. Does she even know what she's suggesting?
What are you saying? There is no way I could ever get along with her. Have you even seen how we interact? We argue more than Agni and Rudra.
Looks more like flirting to me, honestly. Though, I guess if you can flirt with someone as cute as that, then you must be doing something right.
No.
She is not cute. She is an eldritch abomination that should have been purged a millennia ago.
Jeez, is this how you react when someone gives you attention? At least you have a friend at all, man. I'd say that's a good thing, since you don't even talk to anyone else.
Who needs friends? Such mundane concepts are beneath a master of accursed magic and...
Not impossible. All I'm saying is maybe if you acted like less of a weirdo, people would be more willing to talk with you. I mean, I'm no social butterfly either. stick and be normal for a change.
Then everyone would really ignore me. There's nothing even remotely special about the real me. My connection to the Shadow Realm is all I have. Without that, I'm just a plain and boring high schooler, same as anyone else. No one would give someone like me the time of day. I would much rather be known as a Lord of Thunder than just another face in the yearbook. And if that means I have to go without making friends, then so be it. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my studies.
I cut off conversation with BP and resumes taking notes. The silence should help me concentrate, but my mind keeps wandering back to a discussion from mere moments ago. All that talk did was remind me how worthless I am. But my title, all I am is a pathetic, worthless being who will be forgotten as soon as I pass on to the next life. How could anyone accept such mediocrity? Well, I won't simply fade into the ether. I'll use my dark powers to change the world and etch my name into history. I am Sebastian Wolfgang IV, and no one will stop me from claiming my rightful place as...
Hey, Makoto,
What?
you think anyone's looking at you funny for talking to yourself?
I'll just pretend I didn't hear that.
Several minutes pass without either of us saying a word to each other. I'm concentrating harder than ever on my notes, while BB stares out the window, bored out of her mind. And before I know it, the bell sounds, signaling the end of study hall. I let out a sigh of relief, having managed to cram in all I can in the nick of time. I'll have to pack up and head to the next class when BP approaches me.
Well, I think I'll head home.
Wait, you're going already?
Yeah. You don't want me around anyways, so it's fine, right?
I never said anything like that.
Trust me, you were probably thinking something like, away with you, oh slothy being of slothiness. We see you blasted into a million pieces by my death beam. Besides, the bed at home is comfier than your backpack.
You're only realizing that now?
Yeah, I don't want to admit it, but Satan was right. I'm starting to get cramps all over.
So you worry about that, but not the strain on my back? Your priorities sure are something else.
You sure you don't need me for anything else, though?
Oh, not really. I was just surprised you were taking off so soon. You can head back if you want, though.
Okay, guess I'll see you when you get home. Assuming I remember where your house is. It'll probably be fine.
With a lazy wave, BP slowly trudges out of the classroom. I can't help but watch her leave. Is it really alright for me to let her go on her way? Well, whatever. She could probably make her way back just fine. Assuming I don't find her sleeping in a trash can or anything. The day has yet to end for me, however. Now is the time for me to finish my business in this dimensional pocket. For my next class, we take a look at scriptures retrieved from the ancient past in world history. There's hardly anything about how the conjurers of the past would carry out their rituals. It would be more exciting to learn about that than some dumb crusades. Of course, it would also be too much for their fragile mortal minds to comprehend. And finally, the last class is wrapped up today. Silence. A completely worthless one by all accounts. I suggested we study the history and practice of alchemy instead, but the teacher grew more stone-faced than a Narukiba. So now, I simply study in earnest, as I would in any other course. No one bothers to approach me, but this is fine. I don't have much interest in interacting with these lower life forms anyway. But while I'm diligently studying, my mind keeps wandering back to yesterday. Honestly, it's still hard for me to believe any of that actually happened. Summoning Satan in the flesh is a feat in and out of itself, but learning I could get a free demon for a month? Well, that was an offer that I just couldn't say no to. Until she ended up sticking me with BB. For someone who's supposed to be an all-powerful demon, she hasn't done much besides eat and sleep the whole time. She's kind of a nerd to boot, like Yumi, but even more intrusive. I thought that would be the full extent of my troubles, but imagine my surprise that my rival also managed to summon a demon, and she actually got Satan. That must have been another method of hers to rile me up, and I fell for it all too easily. Now we must settle the score with a climactic battle in just 2 Earth days. I can feel the overwhelming odds stacked against me, with Satan in our corner. I don't think I stand a chance, but I have to try. No demon lord would admit defeat so easily. I cannot let her steal that which is rightfully mine. I must double my efforts and train harder than ever before. By the time my training is complete, they'll be begging for mercy on Judgment Day. The final bell rings, signaling the end of the school day. With no other commitments, I start to make my way back home. At last, another tedious and tiresome school day draws to a close. I feel drained and weary all at once, like Simpson without his flowing mane of hair. Each monotonous day threatens to end my reign of terror before it ever truly begins. But now, it has ended. I've returned to my humble abode. I am not expecting much of a welcome. My progenitors are still away. My sister is at odds with me after my summoning ritual. I'm not even sure if BB managed to make it back home. She might be napping somewhere on the street corner for all I know. Oh well, there's not much I can do about that. Better for me to head inside and relax and worry about things beyond my control. I opened the door to my house and exchanged my usual greeting.
I'm home!
But as soon as I say that, something completely unexpected happens.
Yay! Welcome home, Makoto!
Huh? A girl who I've never seen before suddenly lashes onto mine in fervent excitement. Oh wait, is she just a girl? Her skin is a dark shade of blue.
What the? Who are you?
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
What? Before I know it, the strange girl is violently pulled away by another almost identical looking girl. Only her skin is a lighter shade of blue.
What are you getting mad at me for? I was just greeting Makoto like we were supposed to.
You were supposed to wait until after BB told us to introduce ourselves. You weren't paying attention at all, were you?
Well, why didn't you remind me about it instead of yelling?
Like I'm gonna spend all my time being your friggin' babysitter.
Who are you calling a baby, you big baby?
Yeah. While the twins bicker among themselves, I stand there. I'm not sure what to do. My bewilderment eventually reaches a critical peak in what could only be described as a moment of existential horror. Just when things can't get any crazier, yet another mysterious girl enters the picture.
Please, stop fighting, you two. You're making a scene.
She seems to have the situation under control, but once she notices me, she flies into another panic.
Wait, you're not supposed to see me either.
What?
Just pretend you didn't see anything, okay?
I wasn't in the room when it happened.
Wait, what? Who's not supposed to see you?
Between this flustered girl and the arguing twins, I'm not sure what to make of this situation. Who are these people? How did they get in my house? That is the right questions we should be asking. Who are these people? And how did they get inside of my house?
Jeez, you guys.
As if to answer my question, BP rises from the sofa, groggy as usual, and launches over to the front door.
All Mr. could do is behave yourselves. I'm sorry, BP. I'm trying my best to keep things under control.
If you want to blame anyone, blame that little troublemaker over there.
You're more of a troublemaker than I am. You tried to steal that big TV in the living room.
Yeah, but who's the one about to raid the entire fridge until BP stopped them? Oh, right. It's you.
I mean, I only did that because I raided it last night. There isn't much there anyways.
Hold up, wait!
I hold my hands up and raise my voice, desperate to have everyone calm down even for a little bit. It seems to work, but my head is still abuzz with questions. And right now, my familiar is the only one who can answer them.
BP, what is going on here?
Oh, well, I found my way home, as you see. It was actually pretty easy once I picked up the house's scent. It smelled a little bit like that cape of yours. You know, you really should have watched that thing sometime.
How did you associate that with... Never mind, that's beside the point.
Right. Anyways, once I made it back here, I realized there wasn't anyone for you to hang out with. I mean, your sister's an option, but with that lame shtick of yours, I don't know how she can even tolerate you. I felt there wasn't much of a point in having you be lonely and miserable the whole time. So I brought a couple of my friends over.
Huh? You can do that?
Why not? You're only bouncing me, so having other demons around shouldn't be a problem. If Satan has an issue with it, well, she can stop it.
Did she really do all that for me? The last time I saw her, she didn't seem to concern herself over who I was or how much of the dark arts I've mastered. But she does care, doesn't she?
Wow, I didn't expect you to go this far, BP. I can't tell if it's really a poker face or if you're just tired all the time.
Anyways, I should probably introduce you, so who wants to go first?
Oh, me. I want to go first.
No way! We gotta do our intro together, remember?
Yeah, right. There's no way I'm doing an intro with you. You'll just mess up everything like you always do.
At least my intro is better than that dumb baby crap you come up with.
What did you say?
Good God. Do these two do anything besides quarrel with each other?
Alright, this is getting nowhere. Lucy, you go.
Huh? Me? I couldn't. I mean, I'm not ready.
You don't have to do a flashy introduction. Just say your name.
No, I can't let everyone else down like that. Besides, he deserves a proper introduction from all of us.
Say yourself.
Lucy takes a deep breath as if to steady herself.
I am Lucifer of Pride. No, wait. I wasn't supposed to start like that. Let me try again.
Oh?
I'm the one who, makes you proud of... I'm so sorry. I forgot all of my lines.
Oh, Lucy.
Just call me Lucy, okay?
Okay, Lucy. Lucy's already working her way to become my favorite. That could have gone better. She had a burst of confidence just a second ago. It all fell apart as soon as she started talking. Never expected a demon of pride to falter so easily. Then again, been blindsided at every turn since the day began.
What's wrong, Lucy? Why are you crying?
Obviously, it was because you wouldn't do your intro.
What are you talking about? You were the one who wouldn't do your intro.
Oh, yeah? Just watch. I'll pull off an intro so good that he'll be head over heels for me.
Nuh-uh. My intro's gonna be bigger and better than yours.
Before I know it, both of them are insulting me.
Who makes you steal from the cookie jar? It's me.
She's madness.
Give me your food. Give me your food. Gobble, gobble, munch.
Beelzebub?
Who makes you miserly with money? It's me.
I'm the one who makes you eat crunch, crunch, crunch.
Who makes you say charities suck? Yep, that's me too.
I'm here for every meal, be it dinner or lunch.
Hell yeah, Mammon of Greed. That's me.
I'm Beelzebub of Gluttony, the cutest of the bunch.
The information overload threatens to overtake me. They make no effort to coordinate their introductions at all, resulting in unbearable cacophony. And while I'm trying to prevent a headache from breaking out, the twins started arguing again.
What the hell was that? Your stupid intro messed everything up.
No, it didn't. Your intro got in the way of mine. What is your problem, you ultra jerk face?
I'll tell you what my problem is. She's short, looks like an idiot, and talks just like one.
You just described yourself, you big dummy.
What was that?
The chaos in the atmosphere climbs toward the peak. I have to do something before it erupts like Mount Pompeii on that fateful day in...
Makoto!
Shit. Too late, my soul is forfeit now. Yumi bursts into the room.
What is going on down here? I've been calling you all this time. How have you still not heard me?
I realized we're so cooked. I think it's time to accept our fate. As soon as Yumi surveys the scene, her rage subsides. We see her face glowing as pale as a ghost, being constrained by half a dozen conflicting emotions all at once. I want to tell her what's going on, but I don't think I can properly explain this either. Then, as if possessed, she breathlessly speaks to me.
I'm just gonna leave you alone.
Yumi creeps her way back upstairs. It takes a long, painful while for BP to get the twins to settle down, but soon enough, the excitement dies. Honestly, all that energy had me worn out to the point of exhaustion. Still, BP did put in all that effort to bring her friends over, so least I can do is get to know them.
Alright, let me see if I can get this straight. You're Lucifer, a demon associated with pride, otherwise known as Lucy.
Yes, that's right. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Lucy. I thought a demon of pride would have been more arrogant, but she's awfully nice for some reason. I guess you have to be when your self-confidence is as low as hers.
And you two are identical twins.
My eyes surveyed the light blue demon.
Let's see, you are Beelzebub?
I'm Mammon, you idiot.
Right, sorry. I'll try to remember that next time.
You'd better. In fact, don't even bother with Mammon. Just call me Mammy. Got it?
Whatever you say.
He's awfully pushy, completely spoiled by the sound of it. I like it. I guess it's to be expected from a demon of greed.
So then, that makes you Beelzebub, right?
Yeah, that's me. Beelzebub of Gluttony. But you can call me Bubble.
Alright.
Nice to meet ya.
Okay. Like
Likewise.
that attitude. Her cheerfulness is extremely infectious, perhaps even more so than the bombardic plague. It's hard to believe the two of them are even identical, especially when they squabble all the time.
And you're a Makoto, right?
I am not Makoto.
Who does this little girl think she is, ignoring my demonic heritage? Such an outrage will not stand. I must tell her who I really am to strike some fear into her heart. Feeling my willpower return, I strike a pose and begin my satanic monologue.
I am Sebastian Wolfgang IV, supreme leader of evil and all-powerful commander of the dark arts. Hear me, O demons from the underworld. You shall serve as my vassals and grant me the power I need to begin my conquest.
I unleash my inner persona to the unsuspecting masses, hoping to snood my dominance over them. They are not impressed in the slightest.
Oh my god.
It's worse than I thought.
You sure are funny, Makoto.
Not this again.
What's with that reaction? This is who I really am. I'm a dark overlord sent from the furthest reaches of hell to rule over all the worthless maggots of this realm.
You're a real loser is what you are.
God, lay off already. Do you even know what I'm dealing with right now?
Actually, we do. You see, Phoebe told us everything that happened this morning. You were challenged to a duel by that other girl, Misaki. And our leader is with her too.
That stupid Satan. I go to all the trouble to summon her and she ends up helping my rival instead. It's unforgivable.
That's kind of her thing, dude. Making people mad is what she lives for.
Yep. She's literally the sin of wrath.
I wouldn't be surprised if that stupid idol trope thing was meant to annoy me specifically. Yes, well, when we heard all about that, we thought you needed some help against her. So you can count on us. We'll help you in any way we can.
Wait, for real?
Of course. We wouldn't call ourselves BB's friends if we couldn't help her out with a pathetic sad sack like you.
Ouch! That hurt.
Though, if you ask me, it'd be funnier to watch you squirm.
I'm not sure how much confidence that's supposed to fill me with.
Despite my misgivings, they seem eager to help. Wait, could this be what I needed all along? A legion of demons ready to teach me all the spells and magic that I'll need for my fated showdown. That must be why they're here. They can impart all the magical knowledge they have onto me, and then I'll be ready to destroy my rival as if crushing an ant underfoot. This is incredible. I can't possibly think of a better situation to be in right now.
So, will you let us help you?
What an absurd question. Of course I will. Your help will be invaluable. I'm confident that this is just what I'll need to show my rival the error of her ways. So let's get started. This world has just become ripe for the taking.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Yay! Big Bro Makoto's gonna let us help. We have all sorts of neato ideas to try too. Let's get started right away.
Not so fast. Aren't you forgetting something?
Huh? I'm not forgetting anything. I think.
We're supposed to go get supplies first, remember?
Supplies?
Oh yeah, now I remember. We need to get stuff. Including food. Lots and lots and lots of food.
Hold on a minute. What supplies?
We need lots of things before we can start helping you out. Phoebe dragged us away so suddenly. We didn't bring a whole lot with us. Sorry about that. I had to
With all due respect, you're the last person I'd expect to be anywhere near fast.
But anyways, that's the situation we're in right now. We can't actually help you unless we have all we need, so... You're gonna have to drive us out to the supermarket. Right now.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry about this. It's just you're the only one who'd know this place better than anyone.
Wait, don't cry, Lucy. Don't cry. You'll need to say sorry, you know. Help you out. I'll take you to the supermarket.
But that doesn't mean I can take you now.
Yes, you can.
I didn't even have a driver's license. I couldn't drive a car even if I wanted to.
We'll just have one of them use teleport.
But I'm gonna go get food!
Actually, no, they probably can't use teleportation magic. Yeah, you're gonna have to walk.
Food! 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 Give me food!
Yeah, I recommend you give her food. Things can get really ugly real fast if you don't give the sin of gluttony food.
Yeah! Alright already, we'll go. I just need to negotiate with my sister about driving us there.
Managing to wrestle myself away from the crowd, I head up the stairs to talk with Yumi. Never in my millennia-spanning existence did I think I would deign to take my demon servants out to the supermarket, but so be it. If it will get me one step closer to realizing my dreams of world domination, then I'll try anything. I can only hope my sister is willing to take all of us. When you're a demon overlord who has powers beyond human comprehension, you expect fervent cooperation from anyone and everyone. Surely, one would not think to question my motivations for when their resistance could be erased at the top of a hat. But every once in a while, you'll encounter a loathsome individual who refuses to bend their knee, opting instead to challenge your almighty providence. Unfortunately for me, my sister is one of those people.
Are you serious, Makoto? Do you think I'd really take those demons anywhere?
Well, what's the big deal? They just want to go to the supermarket and pick up a few things.
Is that all? Are you sure they also don't want to order some human souls as takeout?
I'm pretty sure. One of them just thinks about food all the time. You know, like food, no body parts of any sort.
Jeez. This was exactly what I was afraid of. I look away from the mess you've made for 1 second, and we already have more of them to worry about. How are Mom and Dad gonna react when they find out we've let literal demons hang out with us?
Well, let me tell you something, sis. I've seen this way too many times before in other anime and manga. There can only go one way. And they're gonna try to marry me off to one of them.
Take it easy, Yumi. BP's only going to be around for a month anyway.
I wouldn't be surprised if our punishment lasted longer than that.
Yeah, it definitely will. 100%.
Can't you at least take some responsibility for all this?
Of course I will. All I gotta do is keep them in line and help them out with whatever. And in exchange, they'll teach me all sorts of dark arts.
Come again?
That's what their offer was, and I'd be a fool not to accept it. It'll be the beginning of a brave new world, one in which
Okay, just stop. I already have enough to worry about, and your stupid gimmick isn't helping.
Ah!
She's not budging an inch. Not even my phenomenal cosmic powers are doing anything to change her mind.
Look, I don't get half of what's going on here. I'm amazed I managed to get a grip on things the first time. But you summoned a demon yesterday, and now that demon's brought other demons with her. It's demons here, demons there, demons all over the place. How can I not be worried?
I mean, they haven't really done anything yet.
I know, but... whatever. Maybe I'm overthinking things, I don't know. Can you at least promise they won't make a mess of the place?
Sure. They won't trash the place.
Somehow, that doesn't ease my worries.
At this point, Yumi finally picks herself up off the bed and makes her way out of her room.
At the very least, you should introduce me to them so I know what I'm getting into.
But of course, I shall lead the way post-haste.
I'll lead her back downstairs in a manner similar to how one would use the Bifrost Bridge to reach Asgard. Once she sees the demons, she recognizes their lack of hostility, but is still a little on edge. Decided to skip the lifty induction this time, opting to just use their titles and nicknames. That my sister would appreciate their subtleties anyway.
So just to be clear, you're not gonna end up leaving a crater where this house is, right?
Of course not. What kind of guest you taking us for?
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I guess I've always associated demons with, like, fire and brimstone. Big evil.
Brimstone is yucky. It's really dirty and it tastes gross.
Right.
It's not like Yumi was wrong, in any case.
I'm really sorry about showing up unannounced. We can find somewhere else to stay if this is too inconvenient for you.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I'm surprised anyone would want to hang around with my little bro, much less bring more friends to meet him. You're pretty familiar with him by now, right?
Oh, we've seen how he acts. And he's very, how do I put this?
He's lame.
Yeah, super lame-o.
Wow. The twins have a laugh at my expense. I'm half a step away from calling Satan and having her take them back.
But we do want to help him out. He's got a duel coming up after all.
A duel?
It is a fated battle between me and my arch-nemesis, the everlasting matriarch of the stars, over the right to claim the school as our own.
Okay, when you say it like that, it makes me assume you're talking about some made-up person.
Okay, she doesn't know who the everlasting matriarch of the stars is.
Don't you want to at least give me some support here?
Bro, you've got enough weird fantasies already. What's one more on the pile? Which reminds me, how are we gonna take all these guys out in public? I really doubt anyone will just see a demon and act like nothing happened.
Oh, you don't have to worry about us. We've used a special kind of cloaking magic so that no one can see us. Not normally, anyway. Certain people who have summoned demons become influenced by their presence, allowing them to see other demons. It doesn't happen a whole lot, though, because demon summonings have become a lot rarer nowadays.
Wait a second. If that's true, then how come I can see you guys just fine? I don't think I had a hand in that summoning ritual, so I shouldn't even be seeing you guys right now.
Really? How strange.
Perhaps you've had the blood of a demon lord flowing through your veins all along, and seeing demons just comes naturally to you.
That's fucking stupid, Makoto.
That's by far the quickest rebuttal I've ever seen. She may deny it now, but have faith that Yumi will awaken to her own dark powers in due time.
Hey, are we going yet? We've been taking too long and I'm getting hungry. I want to go get food.
All right. I guess I don't have much choice, do I? But if anyone's paying for groceries, it'll be you, Makoto.
What? Why me?
Do I need a reason?
Good point.
Very good point.
Yay! Come on, let's go.
Without much else to say on the matter, everyone makes their way to the front of the house. Everyone except for Bibi, that is.
You were coming with us?
Nah, I think I'd rather just lie around here. Pulling those three over was exhausting. Don't worry about me. You go have fun with everyone
If you say so.
Strange that BP doesn't want to come with us, especially not after everything that's happened today. Well, she'll be fine so long as she doesn't sneak into my room again. There's no time for me to go back and examine the locks. Now, I must begin my preparation for what lies ahead.
We'll be back soon.
Take your time.
With our farewells exchanged, I follow everyone else outside. Riding the car always seemed so thrilling when I was younger. Sure that if you had asked my younger self why I liked the feeling so much, would have been able to give you an answer. Maybe not one that was detailed, but an answer nevertheless. Something about how they were fast or cool, or how the feeling was thrilling or something like that. I don't know really. To be honest, I don't even really want to know. Past me made terrible mistakes. Lord knew that I wouldn't want to revisit any of those memories. So when I see our old van violating out of the driveway, I can't exactly say that particular emotion. No nostalgia, no excitement for the trip coming up ahead.
Shotgun!
Just an acknowledgement of its existence more than anything. The simple plain fact that we want to use this vessel travel.
Hey, no fair, sis!
Unfortunately, it seemed the current task is not going to be easy.
Hey, you snooze, you lose. Big reason why BB ain't with us right now.
Actually, I was pretty sure that BP chose to stay behind so she could lay around as per usual. I don't dare interrupt.
Come on, please.
Nuh-uh. I just called dibs. Shotgun?
But can't I just...
Nope. Calling dibs is a divine right, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to get them now that I have them.
That's not fair.
Look, can we please just all get in the car already?
My sister calls from inside the car. It was like a sort of demonic aura. I could sense her frustration, even though I couldn't see her right now. Although they seemed to be members of the Sins, it was as if my sister was a demonic force more powerful than any of them could ever hope to be. I was impressed. I was also afraid. So I decided to take slow steps across the back of the car to its left side, briefly hoping that my sister would not start it and accidentally take me from this mortal plane. The back door is open, with Lucifer standing by it, looking inside. I looked into the backseat as well. Beelzebub is sitting on the opposite side of the door, still squabbling with her sister. The seat in front of me, the one next to the door, was empty, pristine, comfortable even. What could be said about the spot in the middle? It was slightly raised compared to the surrounding seat. It's also a different color than the others. The cause, a grape juice incident from long ago. The memories haunt me to this day. The floor below was bumped up, making it so that anyone of a human size could not sit properly, for a reason that no mortal man would ever be allowed to know. The middle seat. A circle of hell that not even Dante would have the courage to enter. I couldn't help but loathe the times where I was damned to that cruel fate. Turning oneself into a human pretzel is a truly interesting skill, but doing it for a long time is painful at best. Would I have to face this eternal punishment again? I look away from the back seat towards Lucifer.
I'm not sitting there.
My ears. I am about to open my mouth to protest before a loud beep explodes from the car.
Come on, we don't have all day.
I look at Lucifer, hoping that my expression allows her to understand my plight, to understand how much I don't want to have to face this seemingly divine retribution. I'm sorry. You're going to have to take one for the team. She looks at me, then at the middle seat. She looks at me again, her eyes practically begging. I understand her plight. I understand how much she doesn't want to have to face this torture of Abaddon's design. Look. She is literally a tall. She is possibly over 6 foot. I wouldn't even say she's over 6. She's probably an 8 foot, 8 foot tall, might even be like close to 8.5 foot. No, she's tall, alright? In any case, she is tall. I would not put her in the middle seat. You're gonna have to take one for the team, dude. She did, didn't she? I saw this slide into place. I always like watching the people pass by, walking their small little routes, doing their small little duties, and living their small little lives. They all come into view, then leave as quickly as they came. They interest me, in a way. I have no idea what lives they lead. It is unlikely that their lives will ever be significant to my own. They still do not fail to pique my attention. As significant as they are, as little as they matter to Demon Lord Sebastian with Game the Fourth, it's still interesting to watch them go about their daily lives. It's always fun to guess what they are doing, what they are. Thinking, although they are always out of my life the moment they come in, although it's likely I will forget about them mere moments after they leave, I appreciated them all this. What is that noise? I look around the car, trying to see what would have made that infernal drone. I see my sister in the driving seat, a slight scowl on her face as she navigates the labyrinth city streets. I see Mammon on the other side, absent-mindedly looking out the window and seeing the city. I see Beelzebub looking through her own window, and as the window goes down, the facts fall into place. I found my culprit.
What are you doing?
Just playing around.
Wow. She presses the button on the door, sending the window downwards again.
Could you please stop doing that?
Why?
It annoys me.
But it's fun.
Somehow, even though I try to avoid them, memories of my more immature self always seem to come back and hunt me.
Is it?
Yeah, I haven't been in one of these before, so it's fun checking out all the cool things I can do.
I see.
Joy.
Aren't you going to get bored of that?
The frustration of voice glowing by leaps and bounds. It seems as if brother and sister are united at last.
Maybe. Not right now, though.
Well, you can do it later if you really wanna. I'm trying to drive here.
Okay.
The window closes for a final time as Beelzebub slumps backwards, content with her shenanigans. It's almost as if she is a child, or in a temper tantrum just because she wasn't able to get her way. I suppose I understand why she would like the windows. They were new, interesting, unlike anything she had probably seen before. I suppose, thinking about it, I was the same way when I lacked the knowledge and intelligence I have now. I remember playing with the windows, just like she had been. I remember being told to stop by everyone else in the car. So much for trying to forget. I sigh and lean back, letting my feet drop off the middle seat's bump. It's going to be a long pilgrimage. Eventually, the car stops. The door opens, everyone moves out, eager to get their feet onto solid land again. The supermarket. A place of sheer, unadulterated anarchy. A place where mortals trample over one another to get the best deals on their bread and water. A place where the fat cats indulge in capitalistic greed, preying on the needs of the weary in order to surround themselves with hedonistic pleasures. It's a place of human fault, and also a place of demonic prevalence. Regardless, the group in front of me seemed to be enjoying it.
Whoa.
So, this is the place we're getting our ingredients from?
Yep. This is the supermarket.
So cool.
Lucifer stands away from the rest of the group, looking at the street around her. Her eyes now focusing on a shop on the other side. She seems almost fixated in a way. I can't help but look. The place seems to be an arts and crafts shop of sorts. I don't quite know what's inside, and I don't quite care either. Return back to the main group, walking towards them as they continue to look at the store.
So, wait, there's food in there?
Yeah. You take whatever you need from the shelves and then you buy it at the checkout.
Wait, so people here spend their money on stuff that doesn't stay?
Yeah. We sort of, need to eat, after all.
Interesting. Looks like you guys will do.
Mama is interrupted by her sister, who begins to jump up and down on the spot like some kind of excited schoolgirl.
Can we go in? Can we go in? Can we?
Of course, this is where we'll gather the ingredients we need.
Somehow, my dull tone did nothing to deter her excitement.
Awesome!
Hey, could you be a little quieter? People are gonna notice you screaming.
Actually, they'd notice you, since you're talking to yourself and stuff.
Can we,
So there's nothing I can do about this?
Nope. Once you get her like this, there's no going back.
Fantastic.
can we, go to that art store over there?
Again, it didn't interest me, but I suppose that we could at the very least humor her if we have the time.
It's just, that I sort of want to, try doing art again. Try seeing if I can draw this time. I, understand if that's not something we can do, but, please?
Silence then.
Sure. I'll come with you.
She turns to me and the other two.
You'll be fine doing the shopping, right?
Yes.
My sister just stares blankly at me for a moment.
Just make sure you've got those other two under control.
Alright, sis.
She sighs before looking at Lucifer.
All right, follow me.
Alright, thanks.
Don't mention it.
They leave, making sure to look both ways before crossing the street. Once they do so, I turn away and look to the other two.
So are you two ready to go in?
Yep.
Yeah!
I suppose it was time for me to find out how much I was going to enjoy their company. Probably not much, but I'm an optimist at heart.
Alright. Let us enter this abode then.
The supermarket. As I said before, a place of many things. Discounts, greed, and human vulnerability. Especially, I learned this from an early age by simply observing people. One thing that I seem to have forgotten was that the supermarket was a place of sheer bitter cold. The three of us walked down the aisles of this maze. I pushed the trolley in front of me while music that could only have been written by bailiff played on the loudspeakers above. We were about a third of the way through our grocery list. Food stuff can help replenish my mana for the upcoming fight as we went down yet another aisle. I checked the selection, or I tried to. At least, this whole wall seems to be covered in different brands of eggs. Is there any difference between them? Doesn't matter which type of unborn cockatrice I choose to eat. I don't know, it doesn't really matter either. I reached my hand forward to the cheapest carton, and
No!
a force appears at breakneck speed and bats my hand away just as I'm about to grab the eggs. My body jolts. I look around. Is this an attack? Do I need to fight? I'm not sure.
Don't take those!
As it turns out, it's only a bubble. I let my eyes bore into her until she further elaborates on why she just did what she just
Those
did.
are caged eggs. Those are bad.
Why?
Those aren't made to be healthy. Those are made to be cheap. You can't work with those if you want to make good food.
I'm pretty sure you can. Suppose it's only fitting that the spirit of gluttony is itself a picky eater. Well, I suppose I'll humor her wishes or whatever the word is.
What would you propose I use instead?
She leans over the railing, pointing at a brand of eggs on the top shelf. They seem to be considerably more expensive than the ones I was planning on taking.
These are free range. These are good to eat.
My sis here gets sort of particular about food. Just warning you now.
Too little, too late. I lean forward, grabbing the eggs from the top shelf and place them carefully in the trolley. All my hard-earned money gone. I sigh, begin to push forward, and
Hey, you guys!
a familiar voice calls, and I turn to see S10 walking down the aisle and waving to us. Sure enough, Misaki walks behind her, looking down at the ground as she pushes her own cart forward. Great. Just what I needed.
Yo, Estan!
Happy.
The two demons move forward, their showing reunion as loud and overbearing as possible. I look to see if there's anything else here I need, but I spot Misaki out of the corner of my eye. Of course, she'd be here with S10 too.
Hi.
Hello.
Her words are short, stuttered. It seems unlike the Countess I knew before. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. I turn back to the owl and...
Move.
Excuse me?
I need to go past you. Move!
I suppose it'd be unwise to cause a scene. I do as instructed. As we move forward, heading to the self-checkout at the end of the corridor, she sends a card through it and begins to place her items there, a beep sounding for each one. I look away, focus on my own task. The next item on this list seems to be butter, which is attainable. I move, head along the aisle, and I jolt at the sudden noise and look to his swords. Misaki is still at the machine, only one or two products away from finishing. An angry expression scrawled all across her face, but I'm not exactly sure why. Guess my better judgment, I ask.
What's wrong?
She looks at me, staring for a second.
I don't have enough money. I only have a few notes and...
Mr. Go, let's send that a confirmation, then you can be able to, they'll email you when you get mail so you will know. That's good to have.
She draws off, looking away for a moment.
Do you need everything there?
Yes, I need to, I need to, replenish my mana for our fight.
She needs to replenish her power. I suppose I understand. Magic. Something to be more specific was taxing. If the summoner wasn't in peak condition, then the spell would simply burn the flesh in order to meet its cost. Obviously, I did not want to try and summon without the required mana, and somehow I doubted that even Misaki was foolish enough to do so. If she wasn't able to replenish her stamina, then she would hardly be ready for our showdown. Was there any satisfaction to be found in that sort of victory? No. It was hollow at best. The demon lord Sebastian both gained the fourth. Hollow simply wasn't good enough. Walked over to Misaki, breaking my wallet out with a sigh.
How, much do you need?
She paused, glaring at me.
There's no need for you to do that.
I want to.
She pauses again, looks away for a moment. put the last of our items under the scanner.
1,200 yen.
That amount seems pitiful. I reached in my wallet and pulled out 2 1,000 yen notes and gave them to.
You can keep the change.
The noise that initially comes out of her mouth is akin to a growl, but she stops and collects herself.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I try to get the best smile I can just for her, just for today, before we meet again. Aww, you guys are so cute together. S10 walks over to the two of us, Mommy and Bubble behind her. You know, I bet you two would make, like, really good friends.
No, we wouldn't.
No, we wouldn't!
Silence for a moment. We look, glare at each other before they erupt into laughter. Mammy and S10 giggle, Bubble collapse, breathless. The confusion is palpable. I look at the group, trying to understand their laughter. Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
More laughter, mostly for them, some a brief chuckle. For me, the humor in the room is surprisingly infectious.
Yeah, definitely. You two would get along so well with one another.
Unlikely, but I suppose for now, we will humor the possibility. Eventually, we each go our separate ways. Masadi and Satan exit the supermarket early to the sadness of the two demons and the indifference of myself. Once we have everything we need, I paid and left. The voices of the two demons wobbling behind me. We exit the superstore, the legion of people I saw before having vanished into the late afternoon. Where they go, I don't know. Probably to the unassuming, uninciting suburban life, if I had to guess. I see my sister, the demon Lucy, alongside her, at the car, and I push the trolley across the parking lot. The weight feels almost Sisyphean in a way.
You done?
Yes, we have finished our gathering.
Cool.
She moves, holstering up the trunk of the car above her head and letting it hang.
Okay. Put your stuff in the...
A scream, piercing, louder than the judgment of the gods. Out through the parking lot, I turn, unsure of who the noise is coming from. A banshee, a mandrake, a child. None of the above, apparently.
Where is it? Where is it?
Where's what?
Personally, I'm wondering the same thing.
My necklace! It's gone!
She wore the necklace.
Gone?
I've lost it! I've dropped it! I might not be able to have it again.
She trails, looking off. Honestly, I'm not sure how one could even lose something they had placed on her neck, but I suppose I wouldn't know. I've never worn one after all.
Fuck's that vanish, sis? How do you think you lost it?
I can't! I had it! Did I drop it? No, of course not! But then...
She seemed despondent, in a way incapable of response, as she had seen what laid on the deepest circles of hell and lived to tell the tale. Of course, she almost certainly had.
Please!
Don't you need to go home, though?
Are you stupid?
No?
Do you not understand the importance of this necklace?
Why should I?
Ugh, typical.
My sister sighs.
We can wait a bit, I suppose. I can pack the car while you go look.
And I can help. I've got an ivory detail, so,
You can help?
Me too, if this bothers you that much.
Truth be told, I would rather be heading home by now, but given Mommy's reaction, I suppose that there wasn't much of a choice. To summon her, I seemed to be our master. But so our master would voluntarily let their subjects suffer. A lot of monsters, probably, but not me. I get the trolley to my sister, nod as she takes it and walks to where the other three are. Contented with the arrangement, Yumi moves to unload the cart. The other three looked at me expectantly, their eyes bored onto me. The words that come out of my mouth are stilted. steadily.
So, what do we do?
We look. I know how to look for these things, so,
This is boring.
Go help my, sister, then.
She leaves, though in a different direction. I get the feeling she has no plans to help Yumi. Well, now it's up to look through the labyrinthine parking lot. We take our separate paths wordlessly for the sake of efficiency. Now that the sun is nearly gone from the sky, there are almost no mortals inhabiting this parking lot. That is convenient, preferable even. If I had to bump into someone, if I had to talk to someone who had no idea what the depths of this world were, I didn't know what to do. And God knew what would happen if the demon lord Sebastian with gained the fort was caught off guard. But now is not the time for unlikely hypotheticals. I had a necklace I needed to find. I turned a corner, saw a new part of the parking lot. Cars, abandoned trolleys, litter. Eventually, I saw a glint of the specially placed rock out on the grass. I walked forward, slightly curious. Is that what I'm looking for? Is that the thing Mommy coveted so dearly? I'm not entirely sure. Still, I suppose there's no harm in looking. I walked to the dumpster, picked the chain thing up, and
Mine!
a force appears with the speed of a lightning bolt and wrenches the thing from my hands. Just as I'm about to look at it, my body jolts. I look around. The sensations of the thoughts are familiar. Is this?
You found it! You found it!
In front of me is Mommy. Okay. Bent over slightly, she is clutching, caressing the necklace. She is looking at me. Nor the two demons coming up from behind her. She's only looking at the object in her hands. Her precious possession, as expected from the Lord of Greed. I question how much it means, giving her a strange reaction.
What's so important about that necklace anyway? You're fawning over it.
To be honest, I would have preferred to ask why losing it prompted such a reaction from her. But I suppose that this is the better way of asking it.
It's...
She pauses, shakes her head, and continues.
It's a necklace that my friend Leviathan gave to me back around a year ago, I guess. Admittedly, it might not be the most valuable. Admittedly, I only took it because Levi made it, but... that's sort of the reason, you know? Like, Levi's a friend. She's not really my bestest friend or anything like that, but like... I still value her. I still care about her. And I care enough to know that she's the type of person who doesn't really make friends easily, who compares herself to others, and looks down on everything bad they do. But I know that she sees herself as worse than others as well. I know she's jealous of other people. I know she wants to be on their level. I know that she expects what she makes to be the best. I know she wants others to care about her things. So how would she feel if I suddenly lost the necklace she had made for me? How would she feel if it seemed like what she did hadn't mattered?
Honestly, I don't know anything about this Levi person, but I nod. Least I can do is pretend I understand.
It's like that with everyone. All my friends, all my family. I try to keep the things they give me. I try to show them that their gifts matter. I don't want to lose them. I don't want them to dislike me. I want to show them that they're important. I want to show them that I care. I guess that's why this necklace is important to me.
Interesting. I knew that Mommy in front of me was the embodiment of greed, but I suppose I never really saw that possessiveness as a good thing. Hoarding things, keeping them just because you value the people who gave them to you. Guess I would need to hold Mommy in a different light.
Aw, you found it? I thought I did a good job of hiding it.
Bubble and Lucy walked onto the scene. What was Bobby doing here? And Lucy looked like she was on the end of the nerves, of course. Then there was Mommy.
You hid this?
Yeah,
You.
got like super flustered and stuff.
She giggles. You hear about twins finishing each other's sentences, but pretty sure that this isn't what Mommy's thinking. What? Okay. I was gonna say, Mamon's actually thinking would probably raise the age rating of this game.
It was great! You were like, wow, my precious necklace is gone
Mamon gives a sort of scoffing sound.
Of course someone like you wouldn't understand.
Huh?
You just guzzle and consume whatever you can get your hands on and fail to take any of the value out of it.
Yeah, so?
Yep. Moment of silence before Mamon sighs.
Whatever. No point in arguing. Let's just go home. One of us needs to act like an adult after all.
Oh, right, there's something I need to tell you.
She turns to me.
Your sis got tired of waiting, so she decided to take stuff home without us.
What?
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 Yeah, she said that we could just walk home. Apparently, it doesn't take that long.
Of all the...
Fine. Let's just walk. Yeah.
But we might be able to make it back before sundown if we begin now.
Right. I guess we start walking now?
Yes, we should.
And off we went. Well, at last, we finally reached my dwelling. Eager to leave the land of mortals, I head towards my room. But unfortunately, I have more pressing matters to attend to. My older sister is already waiting for me inside.
So, how was your walk?
You don't want to know.
I don't! Besides, you know, we had frozens. You don't seriously expect me to let those melt, do you?
You stand before 3 demons and a demon lord. We could just do an ice incantation.
Ice incantations?
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but most of us are the fire and brimstone type.
I know some ice spells, but I'm not really any good at them, so...
Well, I could have done it, of course, but I'm running a little low on mana.
Yeah, you're a real fearsome bunch and all, but have you considered the help of a mortal artifact? It's called a freezer.
Food's in the freezer? Got it! Be back in a...
Oh, no, you don't, Jiffy. Who do you think you are, trying to eat before everyone else? We're starving too.
So, you eat before everyone else all the time.
That's different.
Oh, shut up. Phoebe is already working on dinner for everyone anyways.
What? What sort of a... Hold on. hand to Yumi's shoulder.
Yumi, I'm so proud of you.
Excuse me?
For years, you've rejected your calling, though you carry the blood of a sorcerer in your veins just as much, no, perhaps even more than I. Your emotional state has always sealed your true potential. But now you've awoken, and your latent talent has allowed you to surpass even my years of study.
What the hell are you on about this time?
Isn't it obvious? BP would never do something as useful as making dinner, let alone for other people. Even though I couldn't, you must have become cognizant of your powers and started to control her.
Nah, I was just reheating the leftover pizza. There's even enough for everyone.
Yep, we gave her hope too. She comes out with several plates of reheated pizza. They look crisp and good as new. Yeah, I was like, ain't no way, that could not be this in a sloth. Take it one at a time.
But if you steal it from me, then you have to. How's that fair?
Because you stole from me like 20 minutes ago. They run off, still squabbling over their share. Better ignore them for now, I guess. I just consider it part of my training or something like that. Lucy quietly takes her share with a curt nod before running off. BP moves closer to offer me a slice, but I find myself deeply
I see. I suppose the use of a microwave is within even BP's capabilities, and so it seems my sister's potential continues to slumber.
The microwave. Everyone knows that if you really want to reheat pizza, you've got to use the oven.
Then, there's only one explanation. I put my arm on Yumi's shoulder again.
Yumi, I take it back. The power stored within your veins has been unleashed after all.
You're an idiot.
Also, power being in the veins is just a common misconception. It's actually stored in the arteries. Jeez. You think that just because I'm a demon who's so violent, that it's a bad thing for me?
Yes?
Oh, really? What next? Electric eels are electric?
They are!
And killer whales kill things?
Yes!
And red pandas are red?
Yeah! Well, actually, it's more of an orange, but in comparison to a normal panda, yes!
But you know what? An electric eel isn't an eel.
What?
A killer whale isn't a whale. And a red panda isn't a panda. Your expectations could be wrong, but you least expect it.
What does that have to do with you putting so much effort into reheating pizza?
Nothing. Just thought you might be able to relax with some fun animal trivia.
Relax! A battle deciding the fates of the two most powerful demon lords in the tri-state area will be upon us in less than 2 days, and you expect me to relax?
The hell is a tri-state area?
What I need to do is prepare myself for Armageddon.
Oh, okay.
The only Armageddon here is what you did to the garage.
What sort of foul development?
Really? About time you dealt with that, don't you think?
No, the dust has already been consumed by these meaningless errands. The rest of this night must be devoted to my training. I tried to slip away, but Yumi's arm lashes onto me like a serpent, mouth.
You're not getting out of it this time. For fuck's sake, just finish it already!
It seems that my freedom has been compromised. Though it's unbecoming for one of my station to yield, I can't overcome my sister's powers, even if they lay dormant. Also, she squeezes my arm really hard and I want to her stop.
Fine. If you truly find it to be such a burden, I will purify the arcane residue brought about by my ritual. But in exchange...
No exchange. Just do it.
Not even my powers of suggestion will be effective here.
That duel ends in my defeat. My blood will be on your hands.
I'm shockingly okay with that.
Damn it all, fortune is on my side that perhaps Elizabeth is being put through these same sort of trials. They're the same ritual after all, and perhaps we may yet be on the even footing. grab my instruments of purification, disguise as mere soap and a towel from the closet, and pour holy water from the sink into a sacred vessel. With prudence, I may be able to salvage some experience from this when I finally make it to the battlefield.
It's already been cleaned? This can't be! Have I mastered time magic without realizing it?
Oh, yeah. I did clean that, didn't I?
You what? I see. You're not BP! You are not but a foul doppelganger! I must admit, on a physical level, your disguise is flawless. But you're a poor actor, fiend. You should have killed me when you had the chance. I don't know where you put the real BP, and I don't know if I actually care, but your wretched life is forfeit!
The third page of your math notebook has a doodle of a wolf. One half is made of fire, and I think the other half might be ice or something. But it's kinda hard to tell, because you're not that good of an artist.
What?
Don't know. I got bored when I was in your backpack, so I looked through some of your stuff. Thought bringing it up and prove my identity or something.
But that was the only possible explanation. And that isn't a doodle, it is a complex ritual to assist in the conjuring of a beast by developing an image from which it can manifest.
Yeah, whatever. I just figured this might make you clean the garage, so I went ahead and did it for you. Now we can just relax for the rest of the night.
This is fantastic! Now I can spend this time preparing for my duel. Thanks to your support, Elizabeth's demise will surely be at hand.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just thought, you know, since I made you pizza in the oven and everything, and cleaned the garage for you might spare a little bit of time to hang out with me.
Now that I'm actually thinking about it, it most likely took her a lot of effort to do all those things. So yeah.
Especially because, without my help, we would have been stuck scrubbing the floor all night. But I guess responsibilities are just too important. To think all of that hard work just put to waste.
What's going on? Some horrible pit in my stomach. Poison? A wall so painful that no bard could sing of it without breaking into tears. She ever so slowly leaves the garage. Even as a demon lord, I cannot abide by the atrocity of this magnitude.
BP, wait!
What? You want me to get Mimi to drive you somewhere? A nice place that's too far away for that annoying beefy to distract you from your super important training?
No, that's not it. We should make each other's acquaintance. Just for a bit.
That means hang out and normal people talk, right? Sweet. I'll see what's on TV.
I haven't been deceived, have I? Just as I begin to think that, BP adopts me to the living room. He sits me on the couch and snuggles up next to me before covering the two of us under an outright absurd number of blankets.
Coming soon on DVD.
Oh my god. I had so much flashbacks. With the stage set, she turns on the TV, starts channel surfing.
I wanted to see this movie for weeks now. And what do you know? It's just starting. What a crazy coincidence.
Don't tell me. Was this all part of some diabolical plot? So how long has it been in motion? Regardless, I'm a prisoner till this movie ends. These blankets may as well be made of concrete. No worse, magic resistant concrete. Needless to say, I'm not going anywhere. Oh god. The movie is so seems to be by a society that consists entirely of giant robots. The giant robots can't talk, so all they ever do is fight. However, a group of teenage giant robots run the alien technology that gives each of them the power to release a human from their cloud they can control it remotely. Their power, they get the ability to talk to their disputes. A group of evil robots ends up having the same power, but the teenagers use their superior communication skills to persuade the villains to a different course of action. Before I know it, the film reaches its end, and the credits roll.
Yowza. I thought that'd be pretentious, but it really was as good as they said. What'd you think, Makoto? Have a good time?
For the last time, call me!
Come on. It's no big deal. Relax.
First, you stole 2 hours of my time, and now my dignity. Demons are far more fierce than I could ever know, and yet...
It was nice. I prefer the content of my eldritch texts, but as a brief intermission, I suppose it was an acceptable use of my time.
But it was a way better time than you would have had practicing for that tough magic show in 2 days, right?
What is 2 hours of enjoyment when put up against the potential for infinite power?
Guess that's the best I could have gotten out of a sour puss like
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to rejuvenate my energy in preparation for my next journey to the mortal realm.
you. Sure.
Now then, I know the extent of baby's villainous machination. Though she said that the previous night was the last where she could have occupied my bed, I'm far too intelligent to fall for such a blatant ruse. With my nightly preparations complete, I checked the living room. Baby's still there, none the wiser. Excellent. But this fight isn't over. Cleverly, I checked all around my room just in case she's played some sort of trick. Under the bed, in all the drawers, in the closet, even my backpack. No sign of her. And now, react. I shut my door, I turn the knob lock, I slide over the deadbolt, and of course a padlock wouldn't hurt. Now of course a fool will stop here, but I am a proper demon lord. I know what I'm up against. It's time for the last nail in the coffin. I drew a magic sealing circle onto a piece of paper and fixed it to the door with special ritual tape. Yes, this should do it. Satisfied with myself, I turn the lights off and get into bed. And so, the sweet embrace of slumber is to grab a hold of me once again.
What? BP? How?
Oh, hey, Makoto. Come here often?
How did you get in here?
I guess if you really wanted, you could just kick me out. But then, you'd have to get out of this nice, soft bed and go through all the trouble of undoing those locks.
I have never at any point in my life felt such a prognant sense of defeat.
Whatever.
Good night, Makoto.
Good night, BP.
Fortunately, guys, I think that is a good place to end the video. So, this has been part 2 about my girlfriend's demon summoned from the depths of hell. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Without further ado, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace out.